Hi folks, here's this sweet little flip folio book that I've designed and made a kit for. We've got these little file closures with a bit of ribbon and some brads, and we open it up. We've got this nice little panel here on the outside of the closure, and we open it up to reveal an accordion fold here with this nice decorative panel. Open it up and we've got two pockets here with tags inside. Open it up again, we've got a tuck spot here. We've got two more pockets here with the thumb slot cut out, and then we've got a pocket on this piece of matting here with more tags inside. So that's that side. On this side we've got the same kind of traditional paper file folder closures, and then we've got two flaps that open up to reveal these pretty panels, and then there's a flap here that's got a pocket on this back piece of matting and a pocket on this outside edge with room for more tags. Let's take all the tags out, fold it all up, and have a quick look at those. This kit comes with everything you need to make this little book, and it also comes with all of these tags as well, so that you've got something to get going and fill it up with. And you've also got a couple of spare pockets and belly bands as well, so you can alter this kit to suit whatever you want. So there we are. Let's go ahead and put it together. This is the first page we're going to work on. I'm going to be using ink quite heavily throughout because I want all my individual areas to be defined, because they're all quite pale and pastel, and there's quite a lot of subtle stuff going on. They're quite busy pages in a subtle sort of way, and I want the elements to stand out. So inking in is a good way that we can do that. Right, now I'm going to make score marks along the spine edge here. There's two of them along this blue polka dot area. Either side of that we'll make a score mark for creasing, and then we've got another spine on the side that's got the flap closure. So we've got two lines to do there. And then we can go ahead and fold that down, keeping it nice and lined up, getting in there with the folding bone, so we've got some nice sharp creases. I did do that one, didn't I? I did. It's been a bit stubborn, look at that. Go on. Making sure everything's nicely lined up. And then I've got these two front folds for this spine at the front here that's got the closure. There we are. So that's our front done. That's looking pretty cool. I'm going to ink up on the inside edge as well here. Like I say, I want quite a lot of heavy inking on this one to give me some nice contrast. There we are. That is our cover, looking pretty vintage, I'm sure you'll agree. These are our main, I think I'll have that one that way up, our main mats for the inside. So I'm going to ink those up as well. So there are mats in place. Now this is the pocket for the left hand side. So I've got a crease, two creases to make here. So I'll go ahead and make those. And I make those folds. This forms a pocket on the inside, and this is our flap. I'll give that a nice crease and make sure it's all lined up properly. Give that a nice crease, Am I sticking over there just slightly? I think I'll just trim this down ever so slightly. There we are. Now I can go ahead and ink all of this in. Pop a little seam of glue on this edge. And pop it under my mat. It doesn't go the full length, so it's up to you if you want to have it in the centre or if you want to go to the bottom. I'm going to just go I'll go in the centre, I think, and we'll glue that down, and then I'm free to glue down this pocket just along two edges, the bottom and the short edge. I'm going to stick that down. Oh, I haven't glued it, I haven't inked there, which I'll never do. I'm inking everywhere today and I don't want to forget it because I always forget bits and bobs. There we are. So that's our front flap. Now the flap on the right hand side is a concertina. The flap, the flip flap. So I can crease. My 3 vertical lines here, and the usual inking in all around. I can make those folds, lining everything up nicely. There we are. Do the inking. Okay, so that's that inked in, and when we fold it, we see we've got the flap, we've got the concertina fold, and this area here forms a little tuck spot. So we can put a little seam of glue along these narrow edges without smearing the glue across the page so it all sticks down. Get off. There we go. Pop that down. Fold it up. There we go. That's looking good. And now I can glue this to the right hand edge of this. Needs to stick down. And there we are, and there's that right hand flip. So we flip it open once, we flip it open twice, we reveal a little pocket there. Now I've got some pockets here to go on the insides of these flaps. There's 2. Where are they? They are the ones with, there it is, they're the ones with the little flaps. And decide which pockets I want to go on which backing. Oh, I quite like that. Yeah, I like them opposite because I've got some blue here. I'll offset that with the pink a little bit, and the same the other way around here. So I'll go ahead and glue down my flaps. And I can stick these in place on the top. They're designed to fit on top of this matting, so the sizing's just right. 1. And 2, and there we've got some nice little pockets. Looking good. Now then, we have got here, let's show you on this page by itself, these are 2 flaps. I've pre-creased these, so I can go ahead and fold that flap behind. But before I go sticking these on, I want to make some holes to put the little closures. Now there are 2, I think there should be 8 in the kit, and they're for gluing back to back. So we'll do that now. Glue them back to back. I need 2 for this bit, and I'll ink up around the edges. Now with my pokey tool and my beloved ball of string, I'm going to just make a hole through the centre of these little discs, and you can see I've put a little hole, a little mark right in the centre there, so you can't go wrong. And my ball of string is just to give me something soft underneath. I think I'll go this side, but you can go the other side if you want to. So I'm just going to pop those in place, not gluing them down just yet. Pop them in place. I'm going to pop my discs over the top and just have a look where I want those to sit. Yeah, they need to be about there. So I can go ahead and I can make a mark with a pencil through there, or I can go and make a gentle mark with my pokey tool, which is what I'm going to do. I'll probably lose that. Let's use a pencil. Put a little X in there. And I'll make a little mark in there. There we go. Now I need to make another 2 holes in these little flaps here. My beloved ball of string. Now, because I'm going to be wrapping some twine around these closures, when I put the brads through, I don't want those fastening really, really tight. So what I've got here is a little piece of card with a slot cut out of it. It's about 1mm thick, this card. So I'm just going to pop my disc on the top of the card, pop that through the card and through the slot. And then I can go ahead and open out the legs of my brad. I've got a nice little gap there that I can wrap my string around. I'll do the same on the other side and let that go, and there we have it. So I'm now good to go ahead and glue these onto the back of this main piece of matting. There we are. How cute is that? Oh, I've got 2 edges here I haven't inked. Look at that. And I'm now good to glue this whole section. Make sure I get it the right way up. And just line this up. And plop it down. There we are. Now I'm going to take some twine. So I'm going to start off by just making a knot in this twine around in between the brad and the disc. There we go, that's my knot made, double knot. Snip that off really close. And then I can wrap, wrap, wrap. And I'll cut off here. You can go around another time if you want to. You can go around a 3rd time. Go on, let's do that for now. Snip that off, and there's one of our closures done. Now this sheet here, we've got some decisions to make as to what we're going to do with all of these pockets. Now these pockets are all designed to fit these flaps now. They're too small for this one, but we've got some options with regards to, oh, what we haven't done. What I haven't done, of course, which I can still do now. Could have done it before I glued these flaps on, but I can still do it. Is I'm going to glue on these flaps that add some sturdiness to the flaps themselves, but also they're just really pretty. So I can decide which one I want to go where. I'll put a little bit of tape over the top of the backs of these brads, just for a little protection, keep those in place. Just make sure I don't have any sticking out over the edge. There we are. Now I can go ahead and I can glue these. I'll decide which ones I want where. I think I'm going to go with the lightest one on the top. Keep the heavier one for the bottom. Glue that on. There's a little border all the way around the edge. So just line that up by eye and stick it down, and the same with this one. There we are. Go ahead. I might swap that out for some prettier twine at some point. Go on, go round. There we are. That looks so cool. Now this side, I have got, let's have a look what pockets I have available for this side. These are all designed for this accordion flip. So I've got these three here, which are designed to sit on top of each other. They don't have to. You can do something else with those if you want to. They could, for instance, go here, which is quite nice. This I'm going to leave plain because it's a decorative page. And then obviously when I open, I've got the tuck spot there. I've got two pockets available to me here. I could stagger these. Goodness knows what I'm going to do with that one. So I'll keep that plain. I think I'll put those two there. And then I will pop these three on here, I think. Now then, just because I want to make things a little easier on closure, I'm going to just trim these down just slightly, just ever so slightly. So now I can make my decisions on where I'm going to have these. I think I might just go for two actually. They're the right size, so I'll glue this one down here. I can draw a line at the bottom so I know where I want it to be. And we won't see that line when we put the other one on top. There we are. Which one do I fancy at the bottom? That one, I think. There, I've got my two layers. And I think, should I go for two here? Should I go for, do it like this way round? Or rather like that as a look, actually. I'll go with that. Let's put this line across the bottom so I know where I'm going. Right, see, I've got a bit of an untidy edge here. I'm sticking out over the edge with all this bulk. I'm just going to trim that down a little bit, and ink will cover up these raw white edges. So I'm now good to glue this matting onto the cover. Oh, there is something I haven't done. Isn't that annoying? I've made some more closures for the front. And what I should have done before I glued this mat to the back, are we too late? Yes, we're too late, is I should have put my closure on there. Never mind, I've got a workaround for that. What I'm going to do here is a little bit of a cheat. I'm going to put my brad through so that it looks like it's got a brad through. Glue them together first. I did think about, just having done what I've done and making the mistake I've just made, I did think about just putting a Velcro tab, Velcro dots on here, but I don't want to. I want to use these. I want to use them. I made them. I like them. Right, so let's get my beloved ball of string. We need to decide where they're going to be. So this one needs to sit in the centre here. Quite clear where that one needs to be. And because I haven't put my backing on, which is this piece here, oh, doesn't that look so good? I can make my hole in here still. Now, as for this side, I'm going to, I think, I'm only using this brad now for display. It serves no actual purpose. So I'm going to trim the edges off so it doesn't stick over the edge. Open out the legs. Get two Velcro dots, a Velcro top, a Velcro bottom, stick those together, pop them onto the back. Actually, let's get a piece of tape over the top there. If you've done yours, you won't have this rigmarole to go through. You can quite simply do it this way, the proper way. So I'm going to pop my top and bottom Velcro on there. I'm going to put this where I think I need it to be, and hopefully the effect should be about the same, and I've got the height there. It's one way of doing it. Velcro seems to be doing a good job of that, actually. Good, 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 good. And there we are, dear hearts, there we are. It's done. I've got some spare bits and bobs, so you've got some freedom there and extra bits and bobs, so you can chop and change if you want to. You don't have to follow this design exactly. These pieces fit on these smaller flaps, which are here and here. Congratulations to whoever noticed that I'd stuck this on the other way round. I've just taken it all apart and put it back together again. Here, what I had intended to do with this was do a double. So I'd put this one underneath with this one on the top, but I didn't do that. These here are intended to be belly bands. I was going to maybe use these here, or in place of these pockets here, I could have a belly band down there. So you've got some options there to do some different things, but this is the basic folio. And we wrap this round. I think I want a nice little piece of sky blue twine, some cotton twine to go around there, but that will do for now. And there we tie it up like this. Then this closure with the Velcro emergency fixing measure has worked out absolutely fine. There we go. I hope you love it and I hope you enjoy it. Have a lot of fun, and I'll see you soon. Bye now.